New horror story. I think my friend is a skinwalker. I'm recording this because no one believes me, and I'm starting to think I'm losing my mind. But I know we were 5 friends when we left for this camping trip, and somehow we're coming back as 6. Everyone else swears Alex has been part of our group for 2 years, but I've never seen him before 3 days ago. The thing is, I remember everything perfectly. Me, Jake, Sarah, Marcus, and Lily, we've been inseparable since freshman year. 5 matching friendship bracelets, 5 names carved into the old oak tree behind the dorms, 5 people splitting pizza every Friday night. But when Alex showed up at Jake's car on Tuesday morning with his camping gear, everyone greeted him like family. Alex! Dude, I thought you were going to bail again, Jake laughed, grabbing him in a bear hug. Sarah ruffled his sandy hair like she'd done it 1,000 times before. Even Marcus, who barely tolerates new people, handed him an energy drink without being asked. I stood there feeling like I'd stepped into the wrong reality. This guy, tall, angular features, eyes too pale for his tan skin, was a complete stranger. But when I asked Jake who he was, Jake's face twisted in confusion. Are you serious? Alex has been camping with us every year. Remember last summer when he caught that huge bass? The memory hit me like a slap. Alex holding up a silver fish by the lake, all of us cheering. But underneath that image, I could feel the real memory struggling to surface. Just the 5 of us around a campfire, Lily telling ghost stories while Marcus played guitar. The desert heat pressed down on us as we drove deeper into Whisper Canyon, that familiar smell of dust and creosote filling the car. Alex sat behind me, and I kept catching his reflection in the side mirror. Sometimes his face looked normal, but other times his features seemed to shift slightly, like a photograph coming in and out of focus. That first night around the campfire, I watched everyone interact with him. They shared inside jokes I'd never heard, referenced experiences that felt like shadows of our real memories. When Alex mentioned the time we got lost hiking Devil's Peak, Sarah nodded enthusiastically. God, we were so scared. Remember how Alex found that old mining trail that led us back? But I remembered Devil's Peak. We'd gotten lost, sure, but it was Marcus who found the trail. I could still feel the relief of seeing those familiar rocks, still hear Lily crying with gratitude. Yet now, when I looked at my friends' faces, I saw different memories playing behind their eyes. Memories with Alex inserted seamlessly into moments where he'd never existed. The second night, I couldn't sleep. The desert wind carried strange sounds, low clicking noises like insects, but deeper, more deliberate. Around 3 a.m., I heard Alex's sleeping bag rustle and I cracked open my eyes. He was gone. Through the tent's mesh window, I saw a dark shape moving between the Joshua trees. In the pale moonlight, it looked wrong. Joints bending backward, limbs stretching longer than they should. The clicking sounds grew louder, almost like laughter, and I caught glimpses of something pale and sinuous sliding between the shadows. When I woke up, Alex was back in his sleeping bag, breathing steadily like he'd never moved. Bad dreams? He asked without opening his eyes, and his voice carried an edge of amusement that made my skin crawl. By the 3rd day, I felt like I was drowning in false memories. Every story my friends told had been rewritten with Alex at the center. Our first camping trip, suddenly Alex was there teaching Jake how to start a fire. Sarah's 18th birthday, Alex had been the one who surprised her with the necklace I remembered buying myself. Even our friendship origin story had changed. Apparently, Alex was the one who'd introduced us all in the dorm common room. But I could still feel the truth underneath, like a splinter working its way deeper. We were 5. We'd always been 5. This thing wearing Alex's face had somehow reached into my friends' minds and planted itself into our history, growing like a cancer through our shared memories. The worst part was watching their faces when I tried to remind them. When I showed them photos on my phone, 5 people at every gathering, 5 names on every group text thread, they looked at me with genuine concern. Maybe you should see someone when we get back, Lily whispered, squeezing my hand. Memory problems can be a sign of stress. Now we're driving home, and I'm surrounded by 4 of my best friends who no longer remember our real history. Alex sits beside me humming softly, and when he catches my eye in the mirror, he smiles. It's a predator's smile, full of teeth that seem too sharp, too many. I found something in my research about skinwalkers. How they don't just steal your appearance, they steal your place in the world, weaving themselves into the fabric of reality until no one remembers you were ever gone. But here's what terrifies me most. If Alex can rewrite 5 people's memories so completely that they believe a stranger has been their friend for years, what's stopping him from making them forget I was ever their friend at all? Thank you for listening. If you really like the story, please like the video and subscribe for more daily stories. Thanks.